Hold it. Well, hello out there. Welcome to, wow, our live stream. We haven't done one of these in quite a while. It's been about a month or so. And I want to thank you for joining us. Here we are again. Wes is here. He's back from Nicaragua.
Yeah. No mic.
Hello. Yeah.
There you are. Okay.
Yeah, back. We haven't done it in about, over a month. I was looking. Our last one was on June 27th.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So,
crazy, huh?
Yeah. Definitely. So good seeing everybody, and thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. It's good to be back.
Got a lot of things lined up. By the way, that particular song, we might as well start there since we won't be visiting that again. It's called My Bird, which is on our that Jumpin' Java album. A much better track than that. That's a band in a box track, you know. So if you're into it, pick that album up. That Jumpin' Java is a cool album. If I don't mind saying so myself.
It is a good album for sure. I used a bunch of. I love that music's great for background music for videos.
Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah, you got one that what is that? Father to Son on there. It has such a good groove to it. Is that it?
That's not on there though, but that is yeah.
Oh, that's not on that one.
Yeah, that's on the GIF.
Oh yeah, that's the one I was using all the cuts from.
Okay, yeah, cool. So I hope you're paying royalties on it.
Yeah,
good,
good. Dings me every time.
Yeah,
for sure.
So anyway, that's a cool little tune, man. It's got this particular song. It's got a lot of changes. It's a F minor thing, and then major. So it's got a lot of changes. So it's kind of a beboppy.
Plus, it has the parts where it like kind of just blah, and then I'm like, is it over? And then it starts again. I was like jumping at the mixing board the whole time.
Yeah.
So
crazy. So anyway, here we are. The feature today is a guitar that I just got refurbished, and it's all ready to go. It's such a cool guitar, and I used it on our mastermind class the other day, and I thought I saw Locke's name. Oh, there he is. Yeah, Locke. He says, "Yeah, you're not going to sell that," because I was digging it. But anyway, this particular one is a 68 175, which you've seen before. And I got it as a completely stripped of all the hardware and electronics. But I just recently, remember I had a single coil pickup in here, and then I went to a Lindsey Fralin. Now I'm on a Howard Rendell Wall, a variation on a Schaller. And what do you think, Wes?
So wait, you changed the pickup out of that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, good. It sounds better. I'll tell you that right now. That sounds great.
Yeah, it does. And this has got that pencil neck thing, 1 9/16 nut width. Easy to play. So it's weird how the guitar has changed, through the eras with Gibson. But we'll get into that guitar in a minute. Let's talk about, I guess, what's coming up, right?
Yeah.
We're going to talk about this new video Wes made, a real fantastic video of the workshop. If any of you haven't seen that, you really should. But we'll talk a little bit more about that. Nashville, we got back from Nashville. We went to the Chet Atkins Society, Appreciation Society, and it was really fun and really great. And what monster players there. We came back and Gail had COVID, and then I got it. So that's what we brought back as a souvenir from Nashville.
All right. But yeah, that Chet show, some of the guys there they'll blow your mind, like how good they are.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy how fast and
musical. I mean,
yeah, and then they put like their solo guitar, and they're playing something that sounds like 3 or 4 guitars.
Right.
And then they're on stage, like, doing the whole show thing too.
Yeah.
And like some of them are just phenomenal performers, and that, like, I was, I didn't go this year because I was down in Nicaragua. But last year when I went, my mind was blown by a couple of guys that I had never heard of, and
Oh yeah,
they're not very, they're just kind of picking.
and they're from all over the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I feel like the guy that I was like really
Alfredo.
I can't remember, but
We got to know him a little bit. God, I'm not. It's his name isn't Alfredo. A friend of mine, Tim Thompson, kept calling him that. Like Alfredo cheese, or whatever it is. But anyway,
he's from Ireland or
not him, but they're Shane. Holy cow, that guy.
yeah.
Shane from Ireland. Good grief. A lot of the guys, I mean, they play this stuff so dang fast.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. But then the old timers, like Guy Van Dusen and myself, the old timers, and John Knowles, they play very musical stuff, and it sounds so pretty. So, that's the deal with that. If you ever get a chance to go to the Chet Atkins Appreciation Society, CAS, C-A-A-S, you got to go. You really got to go. Which, by the way, coming up soon is going to be the Rocky Mountain Festival. And we're going to be doing that in Denver. And that is always a lot of fun, a lot of good players. And that's what our Jazz Fest is kind of based off of. And so a lot of wonderful performances there, as well as classes, a lot of classes. By the way, on the Chet thing, there's a lot of classes as well. So it's not just all performances. It's a lot of classes. So I was kind of surprised that I didn't think we were going to go until the last minute, and then get a call. And
Yeah, plus Nashville's, it's a cool place over there.
yeah,
It's a good city. Definitely a lot of music going on, and so it's a lively crowd. I remember last year, I mean, even in the hotel lobby, there would be like a group of kids.
Oh yeah,
Like 15, 16, 17-year-olds, like 6 or 7 of them sitting in a circle, and you're like, just go like solo, and then the next kid would solo, and then the next kid, and they were all playing. It was like, wow, this is
I know.
crazy good when they're
Young thumbs, they call them.
Yeah, hey, let's check out who's here. Frank Ballum from Glasgow, Scotland, said he has one of those Charlie Christians. He says there were only about 600 made, he believes. Yeah.
Well, this one's a little different than the ones that were made by Gibson. But we'll talk about that in a second.
Is it not a Gibson?
I don't think the mods were done by Gibson.
Oh, got it.
We'll talk about it.
Anyway, Gordon is here from Birmingham. Hey, Gordon. Paul P-Man, what's up? Paul, good to see you, buddy. Let's see. We love Sergio Mendes in Brazil 66. Is that Ozzy? I can never remember who that is. Sadie Lamp, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Lachlan, how's it going, man? Andrew in New Jersey. Rodney T.
Rodney.
Good to see you, Rodney. Bob Carey from sunny Southern California. William Melton, what's up, William? Good to see you, buddy.
Thanks for hanging.
Been a while. John Smith, hey John. S. Flavius over in Massachusetts. What's up, buddy? Richard Jenkins.
Richard.
Jim Rolfe, hey Jim.
Jim Rolfe.
Hi, Jim. Pal Hermanson guitar says he loves the tone of that. Significantly improved. When you first had that P90 on there, man, I was like, oh god, that thing's a little rough.
Well, that depends on the guitar. Really the guitar, the pickup's got to fit the guitar.
Right. Bobby Cox Jr. is here from Kentucky. Hit the thumbs up button for us guys. That'd be awesome. Or
that's where all those pickers come from.
Little heart thing that you can do in the chat. Rob's here. Rob's in Newbury Park. And let's see, Mark Wilkerson says the HRW pickup sounds awesome. Mark's down in Dallas. Clay, Bluesbone07.
Mark.
What's up, Clay? Mike Brandenberger from Dallas. Hey, Mike. Good to see you again, pal. And I think that's about it. Bill, hi, Rich. Thank you for your reviews of the Joe Pass Epiphone. Do you think you might review the Epiphone Broadway sometime in the future?
I suppose we could if we get one. I got so many guitars now. I'm drowned. I can't get my room. We got a lot of guitars.
Yeah, there are a lot for sure.
I got a lot on the web page. I got that Gibson 350, that 1951. That's a sweet guitar. I had the frets leveled on that. It's had a neck reset. So, people go, oh, it's had a neck, bummer. Are you kidding? It's on there right and good, and it's not going to fall off, I got that Guild Artist Award. I don't know why that hasn't sold. And some of these, maybe I ought to lower the price. I got that Heritage 575. God, that's a beautiful axe, man. Jeez.
Yeah.
And call for a student pricing on that.
Brand new, straight from the factory, this guy.
And then
these are great photos. Who took these? Yeah, man.
That looks like
so much brighter and...
Yeah, but they're not very artsy.
Yeah, they don't have
they're
like
not
the shadows and stuff all over them.
They're not going to win any awards.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I got that Ibanez GB10.
Yeah, that thing, that is such a cool guitar. That thing sounded great.
A friend of mine, Steve Greenfield, he was jonesing for this guitar, but he said, "Oh, I can't get it. I just moved to Florida in a place called The Village, and
Del Boca Vista."
Yeah, where the Seinfelds live. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, and then we got the D'Angelico Style B. That is a sweet, sweet guitar.
It really is, definitely. And it sounded good. I mean, when we featured that thing, it was like everyone was like, "Wow, that guitar sounds so good."
Yeah, it's cuckoo, man.
Yeah, we'll have to bring that back out one of these next week or something, because thing was really, really cool for sure. Plus, I mean, I don't know how you haven't buying. I think kind of slows down in the summer, right? Everyone's...
Very much so. So it's got a few things going against everything. I've been talking to some guys, and they're talking about sales are down about 70%. I mean, look at Sam Ash goes out of business, right? They must have really been extended to go out. But anyway, before we get into that, also I have the Eastman 810. A fantastic axe, and the 403. But yeah, sales have gone way down. Things are slow because it's summer, slow because it's an election year. It's always slow then. But I think when end of August rolls around, things will pick up. People will be going back to school. A lot of people are on vacation. We're going to probably try to, we're going to reach out and try to get some students signed up for the accelerator deal.
Yeah.
At the end of the month or so, get back into school business.
Yeah, I mean, well, we still got some traveling going on. You guys are going on a cruise in 2 weeks.
That's right. We're going to Alaska, north to Alaska. Who did that song?
I don't know.
Johnny Thornton. Doesn't everybody know that? Anyway, yeah, we're going to the Archtop Festival. Jim Rolfe, we're going to the Bantry reunion. This is something that Jim Rolfe has put on for the last 20 years. This is the 10th one. He does it every other year. Our high school bands all get together. and put on an all-day concert. And I'm really pleased to see that Rob Riggs is getting his old band together, the Endless Night, and they're going to be playing at it. So Joe Saputo's coming down from, where is he, Portland, and then his brother, what is he coming in from, Arizona to do it? So, and by the way, if you need a bass player, I'll play bass with you. I'd look forward to doing that. That'd be fun. So my old band from high school won't be doing anything, but I'm going to get Brad Rebution. I need to get a hold of him and get him over. My good friend Boyd Cannon, who was in our high school band, he's got a big band, like a Buddy Rich band, and I'm going to play with them, and they're going to end the show. So it's going to have a lot of good music at the band tree this year. It'll be fun.
So I mean,
yeah, we got a lot going on.
Yeah, and then after you get back from the Alaska, when is the band tree thing?
September 1st.
Yeah, so you're basically getting back from Alaska, going down to LA for that, and then a week or so later is the Rocky Mountain thing.
Right.
So we're going to be kind of on the go for a little while.
Yeah. Yes, very true. Very true. I'm tired thinking about it. This time I think I'm going to take Airborne, I'm going to load up on vitamins, and I think I'm going to wear a mask in the dang airplane. Because that's where I think I got it. Gail got it first. We were sitting behind this couple, Asian couple, two of them, and they were kind of coughing away. I'm like, oh, man. So I hope we didn't get it from them, but we got it from somebody. Somebody in that airplane, I think. Oh, let's play it. All right, so let's play a tune on this first.
Okay.
Okay? We're in the M's now, so I was going to play that meditation wherever it is. I love that tune. It's a nice mellow tune. You might have to raise the track here, Wes.
Okay.
Is that this one? Let me start this over. Okay, there was meditation. So yeah, here it is.
Yeah, it sounds good.
It's got a sweet sound, isn't it? So it's a 1949. The serial number is A3811. Now, if you take a look at this P90, this has been done after the fact. It has this extra shroud around it. And the thing about it is it probably had a P90 on it before. But now when you put the Charlie Christian in it, so you would have had these other things there. So this is stuck in to cover that up. Now this is an old Charlie Christian. This isn't like some remake or anything. This work was done in the 60s, I believe, the early 60s. And the guy got it from, this is an older gentleman. He couldn't remember, but he said, I know I've had that guitar at least 50 years. So, but he didn't have the work done on it. So they installed this. Now, the job is so clean and so nice, I'm wondering if it went back to the factory. And here's the other thing about this guitar. When you look at the top, and some guys might be able to explain this, the top seems thinner. Even though it's a ply, it seems a tiny bit thinner. Now, when I got it, this was all corroded. This stuff was just all toast because of the support that was underneath the black pick guard was done in the material. There was a band of plastic going down here to give the pick guard a little more support. Well, that just is what totally ruined everything, is that pick guard material. This type of plastic pick guard material doesn't disintegrate and take out all the hardware. Now, these are the old knobs. This was the original. By the way, I took it off and shined it up. You know, I can't help myself. It's like I can't help myself. I got to make it look good. It just, you know. So anyway, got it all polished up. But I want you to take a look at the back of the neck. The back of the neck has been shot with lacquer. Now, it actually even kind of feels like maybe they did a little bit of sanding on it. And the reason I say that is because you don't really see any nicks or anything like that. Usually the back of these old guitars, they look like a half-eaten corn on the cob with divots all over the place. This has been reshot, and it's been really reshot well, the headstock as well. Now, these have been added. Now, these are old, from the 60s, I believe. Grover patent pending tuners. I forget what they call these, the tulip buttons on it. Now, I think those came into being in the early 60s. So when I take the tuners off to look at it and stuff, you can't really see where the old tuners were. So somebody did some work on that and then, like I said, reshot it. And they did a beautiful job. And it feels so smooth and it's right on. Now, here's the good thing. They didn't reshoot the body. The body is all original, so they left that alone, which I thought was a wonderful idea. Now, if you look at that 68 that I have, they reshot the whole guitar. But this, they did not reshoot the body, and I think that was a very good idea. The neck is not going to change the sound of the guitar, but the body is. When you put another layer of lacquer on this, you know, it makes it just a little bit thicker. it came with a Tune-o-matic. So the guy whoever did these mods put on a Tune-o-matic, which they didn't have in 49, to my knowledge. So I had an old rosewood bridge, and I put it on there. So that's more of the Gibson thing. And so I like that. The Tune-o-matic was trashed, with oxidation. I cleaned it up, and I thought maybe I'll put that on, but I thought, nah, let's go with the original kind of sound that they were going for. Now, the body really has a beautiful tone to it, and you can feel it. Whoops.
Oh, I got it.
Okay. And
Maybe you should play it acoustically.
Oh, okay. Let me get this strap on.
Yeah. How about the neck and the frets on that?
Oh, it's been refretted. It was refretted. The frets are beautiful. There's no wear. It looks like a newer nut. The truss word works great. It was totally tight when I got it. It's like, why is this damn thing so tight? And actually, when I showed it to my friend Mitch Holder, I sent him some pictures. He made a comment about that boy, that nut is tight. So when I loosened it, you can hear it go, and so it's like, but it loosened up. Everything worked fine. It was beautiful. So I'm very pleased with this guitar. Acoustically, here's what it sounds like. So it's you can, you might not be able to tell, but I can tell that it's a lot louder than that.
Why do you think that is?
Because they shot the body with that. Plus,
really?
it's got another pickup hanging on the top,
Right.
and stuff, and it's been cut out. And that top seems just a hair. I mean, millimeter thicker than this one. But that guitar, I don't care who you are, that sounds great. We're going to play that song in a minute. Midnight Sun, since we're in the M's.
So what's the story with that? Are you selling it? Are you keeping it? Obviously, Lachlan said that you're probably going to keep it. I don't see you selling that one. But there are people on here wondering that.
Well, they'll have to email me. I can't make a decision like that so quick. But yeah, I've got a lot of guitars to sell. But I don't know if this is one of them right now. But it might be. But these things are expensive, man. I mean, you go on Reverb and look how much of 1949 Gibson is. Holy crap. Gotta be kidding me. So they should name the guitar the Gibson 9000, because that's where they're all at. I'm not going to charge that for this. Anyway, there it is. 1949 Gibson ES-175 modified with the old Charlie Christian. So, Bruce Foreman says on his Barney Kessel, he said Barney Kessel said that because of the metals they used in the old P90s, you're not going to get it in the newer ones because it's a different kind of metal. And Mitch was telling me about it. It's, I don't know, some kind of radioactive thing or something, some kind of weird metal. I don't know what it is. But anyway, kind of a trip, huh?
Yeah, so John Smith says, I wonder if that pickup was built in the 60s or was a leftover from the late 30s production. Gibson can do that sort of thing sometimes.
That is an excellent question, and I don't know how to find out because I've never taken one of these off of here, and it doesn't look like it's a very easy job, to get these screws back in the hole correctly and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I don't particularly know if I had a screw with that or not. I have a tendency when I go to fix things, I make it worse, which I just demonstrated that on my car in the hatchback. The hatchback wouldn't stay up, so I bought the new strut. The other one's a power strut. So got it. Oh, but to put it on, we had to push the hatchback up so hard. Okay, got it up. Worked fine for a day or two. Gail comes home yesterday and says, I opened the trunk and hydraulic fluid is squirting all over the back. So I broke the seal on the left side of the power one, pushing that damn thing up to get it. It's like, geez.
Wow. Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah. So I don't like to do too much messing around because I don't want to break this pickup. I don't want to take it out to find. I don't even know if you could find out by looking at it what year it would be. But I'd be interested to see.
Yeah. Got a few new viewers on here that joined a little late. Here, Ryan Priester. What's going on, Ryan? Dean, nobody. Fourth. He said he uses vice grips to hold up the hatch.
Well, I did that for a minute. I had a real shitty pair of vice grips that I couldn't get the damn things right. I needed to buy another pair. I didn't want to do that. I just get tired of that.
All right.
And plus the new strut, was only like $20 and really easy to fix it. But until you break it, so.
Right. And Tusi Ma is here. He said that guitar's great. Screams Basie's blues or Barney Kessel blues. The finish looks like an old painting.
Oh, wow. That's a great observation. This would make a beautiful album cover, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that thing's cool, man.
Well, zoom in on this pickguard, Wes. Here's the deal. You see, this came to a point. So
move your finger. Oh.
You see where I broke it?
Yeah.
So I took the pickguard off. I had to do some filling in where this underneath plastic was, and you finally got it off, and it almost took off a part of a layer of this pickguard. And of course, as I'm doing all that, I drop it off the. Actually, I walked outside. I set it on the washing machine, and it went flying off, and it broke the tip of that. So it's like, yeah, you go to fix one thing and break another. That's why I got a crappy attitude.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Butch Bulls just joined. Hey, Butch.
Hey, Butch.
Hey, good to see you, buddy. Butch is a jazz guitar accelerator student right now, going through about, I don't know, halfway so far, Butch, something like that. Yeah, and then Ryan Priester says, I think it was cobalt that was used in the old CC pickups.
You're absolutely right. That's what I've heard. Yes. Yeah, cobalt.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't know what kind of metal, what that is. All I know, if you get it too close to you, after a while you'll glow in the dark on stage. You know, you've got this blue glow.
And then John said having a look inside the wiring might give you a tip, and the pots.
Well, I'll try to get my camera in there and take a shot of that.
Yeah. You got a little plumber camera thing or what?
Well, and I can't get that damn thing to work on my new phone. But
bummer. Mark Larkins is here.
Mark.
Hey, Mark. Good to see you,
What's happening,
buddy.
Mark?
He's over in Tennessee. And then Jim Cadaret asked, are you going to the Archtop Fest in Colorado? Yes. We will be there.
Keep talking, Wesley.
Yeah. So if some of you guys went to the jazz guitar, our jazz guitar fest in Cambria, you might recognize this guy, John. Has the he's got the YouTube channel Guitar Magic. He just landed an interview with Jeff Daniels, which is super cool. He saw Jeff on the Kelly Clarkson show, and then gave him a call and asked him if he wanted to do an interview, and was like, hey, you want to do an interview, not about your movies or TV shows or anything like that. I want to talk to you about guitars and your love for guitars. And he was like, oh, heck yeah, I'll talk about guitars, the whole time. So he was like super happy to do it. And so I'll show you a little bit of it, but it's a really cool interview. Hopefully an ad doesn't pop up, but...
Lightning, you rain, sunshine on my day. When that melody's in me, I can hear your choir sing. When my fingers find your strings.
What is happening?
My name is Chris, and when I was 19 years old, I was diagnosed with a pituitary tumor that almost killed me.
Hold on.
Long story short, the tumor...
Put in the back of the car.
So anyway, he talks about...
music.
He talks about... he didn't start playing guitar till he was 21. And that's when he moved to New York to become an actor. And he basically moved there, didn't know anyone, and he talks about his guitar here, that his first guitar, which is a pretty cool little story. So here, I'll share it with you.
Was a part of my life, but as a kind of a musical actor thing. And I liked the piano. I loved Elton John. When I stopped playing kind of those standard learn how to play piano thing, and then all of a sudden Elton's banging. I just love music. So I went to Herb David's guitar shop in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and bought a Guild D40 for $400, threw it in the back of the car, and moved to New York. I knew 3 chords plus E minor. And I had dropped out of music theory class in college after 6 weeks because I realized there was math involved. And so that was the end of that. But I sat in my one-room apartment in New York City from 1976 on, and that guitar became my best friend. Still is. And
Looks like he's
no
got
matter
more
what was
best
going
friends.
on, as a young actor who was hoping for either a commercial or that next off-Broadway job for no money, creatively, I could pick up the guitar and keep that part of my life alive. I didn't have to wait for the phone to ring for someone to tell me, okay, you can be creative again. and it filled the gaps, and it probably kept the depression away, because it's tough. It's just, as a musician or an actor, the climb up is hard. No one in college teaches you about rejection. You have to learn that on your own.
So yeah, it's a really good interview.
Well, that is good.
He
Yeah.
talks about it, and he's a super nice guy. So I'll throw the link to that in the chat there, and you guys could check it out. It would definitely help John out. John lives down in Santa Barbara and big time lover of guitar, especially archtops and jazz and stuff. You know, he's friends with family friends with Jim Fox and several other, jazz guys.
Yeah.
So he's got definitely jazz guitar, but he's also got a great interview we showed you a few weeks ago about Tommy Emmanuel, but this one was really cool. I was just really impressed that he was able, that you just called his agent, and his agent was like, yeah, let me ask him, and then he called back and was like, yeah, I'll do it for sure, let's do it. So
I wonder how he even knew he played guitar.
because he saw him on the Kelly Clarkson show.
Oh.
Yeah, so
yeah. I see.
he watched him here and was like, "Oh man, I didn't even know that." And and so when he was on the show there,
New best friends, it looks like.
yeah, he's got quite a few, and he still lives over in Michigan apparently.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. So anyway, I'll throw the link in there in the chat, and you guys can check that out when you get a chance. It's really cool for sure.
Hey, before we play another guitar, I wanted to show you guys this. The guy that does some luthier work for me, wonderful, talented. I call him a kid. He's probably 40, or 35 at least. But anyway, he found this stuff, Virtuoso, and it's got a Premier cleaner and then Premier polish. You wouldn't believe how well this works. I'm like blown away. I'm like, usually when I like this guitar, the top is, it's been sitting in a case for 20 years and it just looked terrible, and you wouldn't believe what this just took off. It's unbelievable what this stuff. Now I usually, as you guys know, I use like McGuire's number 2, which is a cut. You cut into the finish, and then I use number 9, which is a swirl remover, and then I used McGuire's car wax. This, I couldn't believe the way that this cleaned it up without so much rubbing. Now, I assume that this does cut through the finish, so use sparingly. But my God, it works so good, and it's amazing. And then you buy the polish to go with it, and just put it on, take it off, and cuts through all the old wax, all the old junk and stuff, and it's really good.
And where did you find out about that?
From Nate.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I don't know where he got it. You can probably get it on Amazon or something, but he said I read a bunch of blogs about it, and so I decided to get it. I think it was about $30 for the 2 bottles, but it'll save your shoulder. So anyway.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So do you think we're done with this 175?
I would play another song if you have another one, or
All right.
one more.
Okay. Let's do...
There's a few people that have just joined late that probably want to hear it. John said, I was reading somewhere that they use some old production Charlie Christian pickups and guitars in either the 50s or 60s.
Really? Wow. That's another special thing about this. So.
Yeah, let's see. Jules Mensink says, okay, I'll buy your wonderful Gibson ES-175 Charlie Christian, but only if I get the excellent player with it. Oh, look at that. And then Gary Salima's here. What's up, Gary? How's it going, buddy?
Gary.
Oh yeah, thanks for the tip, buddy. Appreciate you, man. Definitely appreciate that. Hopefully you're loving that McCarahan guitar.
Yeah, Gary got that.
Yeah, he's over in Italy. He's got a lot of guitars too. He's racking up some. He's got a lot going on there for sure. Yeah, hopefully you're doing some recordings and stuff too. I want to see some of your videos if you got them, or if you're posting on YouTube. I helped them set up a little recording, get a little video recording setup going, kind of like what we use to get our great audio. He was like, "How do you guys get such clean audio, in your videos?" And it took us a long time to figure it out. I'll tell you that. Especially now, we're in the process of moving the Guitar College library over to a new site, so that's going to be happening in the next several months. It's a lot. There's 600 lessons, but as I go through some of the old videos, I'm like, oh man, this.
Oh yeah,
Gosh,
they were rough.
dang, yeah. I mean, we had no idea what we were doing. It was trial and error for us. We weren't video people. So,
Yeah, and if you wanted real videos, it was very expensive at the time. So quality gear has really come down in price.
Yeah. Yeah, it really has, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, now you can just use your phone for everything. To be honest, someone was telling me the other day, I forget who it was, but they were like, people are more, you can get away with crappy video now, but if you have crappy audio in your video, that's more important. The audio in the video is more important than the actual video, because people are so used to seeing crappy video from phones and stuff now.
Oh, that's a good point.
That they're just like, oh, okay. But if if the sound sucks, then they're like, okay, I'm not gonna watch this because it sounds terrible. Like, if it has crappy video with good audio, they're like, cool, well, I like it, which is pretty interesting, because it's totally true,
Right.
because everyone's used to seeing crappy video now. Speaking of which,
Speaking of crappy videos,
we're I work over at Cal Poly, and man, you should, that new control room that we got there, they just built a several $1 million control room for us to do their sports broadcasts, and night and day difference. Just some of the switcher alone was like 80 grand or something. It's crazy. The replay machine, another 60, 70 grand. They tried to show us in 3 hours how to use the instant replay machine, and it was just like, okay.
Yeah.
There's so many buttons and so many functions, and I'm just like, wow. So that'll be fun. And then yeah, also too, tomorrow I'm going to shoot. Pat Kelly is recording tomorrow, and over at Cuesta College. Cuesta has a really great
recording studio
and recording arts program there that a lot of people go through, and he's using the studio to record some of his original tunes and wants video of it. It's a trio, so that'll be fun. I'm excited to see that studio for sure.
That'll be cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Kwanzaa Gaming and Anime asked, how about some Just Friends, Rich?
All right.
And Andrew said he's used that. He has that cleaner and polish, and he says it works great.
Oh yeah.
Andrew in New Jersey, yeah.
Oh, Andrew, what's happening? God, he's the luckiest guy, right? He came to the Jazz Fest and won the guitar.
No, that's Mark.
Oh, that's Mark.
Yeah.
Sorry. Never mind.
No, Andrew's a viewer who's here every week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Well, before we do that, let's play I have Midnight Blue lined up here. By the way, these tunes are all available on the website. Here it comes. It might be loud.
That seemed like a weird chord to end on there.
Yeah.
Paul P-Man said, gosh, that guitar sounds great. I suspect it's got a lot to do with the player as well as the instrument, definitely. But yeah, the thing, it's got a good sound. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Kamala keeps cutting into this live stream, asking for money. Boy, a lot has happened politically in the last month. The debate, assassination attempt, Biden resigning.
Yeah, it's only going to get crazier. That's for sure.
I was stunned.
It's not going to calm down. That's for sure.
We were in Nashville when that happened at Trump's rally, and we were watching it live. It came up for a break, watching TV. Couldn't believe it. I couldn't talk after that. I was just so I was like on the verge of crying. I couldn't believe it. I mean, the whole thing of all those mixed emotions of Kennedy and Bobby Kennedy and all that stuff just came flowing in, man. Jeez. I still remember, it's one of those things. You remember where you were. I remember where I was when Kennedy was assassinated and when Bobby Kennedy was. It's at Conejo Valley days when Bobby Kennedy was assassinated, and it's like. Anyway, on to better, nicer things.
Andreas Fetzer is joining us. He said, here again, everyone can hear that laminated guitars are superior to a lot of carved Archtop played electric.
Well, I think it's still Howard Roberts said it's all about the bracing. You know, and it's all about what you want. God, there's one thing about old tuners, man. They suck. They need a little help.
John asks, Rich, what do you think about the aesthetics of those Gibson knobs? You spend thousands on a nice Gibson Archtop, and they come with those cheap-looking knobs.
Which knobs?
I don't know. I'm guessing on more of the modern day ones, right, John?
Gee, I don't know. There's so many. You can buy so many knobs. It's like a lot of fun nowadays. You know what I mean? Because you can buy every color knob you want and every color pick guard. You can really, God darn it. You can really make your statement with the colors that you dress your guitar up. You can put stickers on them. And
Yeah,
have you
can.
have you seen what some of the Telecasters they make now that have the cigarette burn up here, you know? Because nobody smokes anymore, right? But, you know, you used to smoke, put your cigarette there. Yeah, man. And then you hope it burns down as a badge of,
Nice.
God darn it.
Goran Bilbija. He's from Slovenia joining us right now. Hey Goran, good to see you, buddy. Can you talk about the weight impact on sound of the Charlie pickup? The weight impact, is that
pickup's not that heavy. Is that what you're asking? It looks heavy, but it's not as heavy as a two humbucker, modern day humbuckers.
right? And then let's see, Tom Colhane just joined us. Hey Tom.
Tom, what's up?
What's going on, Tom? Good to see you again, buddy. Let's see, John Smith says brownie looking cylindrical gluey blob ones. On like what year are these on, John?
Boy, I tell you what, this is a 1944 L4 with the Armin pickup, and I haven't had this out in a while, but I thought I'm going to bring it out today since we've got some guitars from the 40s and stuff, and the guitar has a much bigger neck, just a little bigger. So.
You mean bigger as in what?
Well, it feels wider, you know, this way, but it just feels a little bigger.
Right. So like the
But
nut width?
Yeah, nut width, but it doesn't have that.
It's not like a baseball bat like shape on the back?
No, it's like a D shape, really.
Yeah.
But it's not like the V shape of those old 150s.
That's weird. That'd be weird.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's the name of that. So this is play this song here.
Okay. And what song is it?
Midnight Sun.
Awesome. one just kind of conks out.
You know what? I pressed the wrong one. I'd worked on this stupid thing, and then I played the wrong track. No! Dang. Well, what does this sound like stacked up to the other one?
They're not far off. I mean, this one sounds really good too. I think the other one's a little better, but this one's certainly really good. Yeah, not far off. What do you guys think? Do you think the other one, the Charlie Christian, sounds better? I would go yes on that myself. But this one, yeah, this sounds really, really good for sure.
I think you could tweak it a little more on the board. Everything's been flat, I think, right? Yeah, so anyway, there's that.
Goran asked, is the CC pickup hotter than the Armin? They're pretty close. I mean,
pretty much about the same.
Yeah, I didn't really adjust the volume much on it when they put it in. So very close to the same volume coming out of both of those. Andreas says your channel is so great and important to show the people the beauty of musical art form that is so important to be and stay alive. Thanks, Andreas.
Wow.
Appreciate that. And you're right, for sure. Rodney asked, hi Wes, any new updates on the Jazz Guitar Fest? Had such an amazing time. My wife did too, and she doesn't even play guitar.
Hey, Rodney.
Central Coast Jazz Guitar Fest. We're still working on the lining up the teachers. We got a few lined up, so we're trying to get all the teachers lined up. Also working on getting the sponsors. So things are in the works. Definitely go get your tickets now. They are on sale for $199. If you are going to stay at the venue, make sure you click this link right here to get our deal. Only $189 a night to stay at this really nice Marriott hotel in Buellton. Really great spot, super easy access, right off the freeway in Buellton, right down the road, Solvang, total wine country. Very cool little area, especially if you wanted to bring your wife or your girlfriend. There's plenty of things to go do and see around there over the weekend if you're not wanting to hang around the fest all day. Tons of wineries, there's breweries, there's a casino within 15 minutes away, a big, nice Indian casino.
Yes.
Shopping, restaurants. I mean, it's a great, and it's all small. It's a it's not you're not in the city out there. These are small little tourist towns.
Yeah.
That are just used to being populated with tourists. So like I said, there's plenty of stuff to see and do. It's a cool area, but yeah, you can check out the hotel in this video here. Definitely just go check out the site. It's a really cool spot. But yeah, we're just working on getting everything lined up, getting the sponsors and the artists, and we'll definitely be keeping you posted. But definitely recommend
That was so much fun.
getting your tickets, and just go to jazzguitarfest.com and get your tickets for sure. But yeah, it was a whole lot of fun, and this venue is much bigger. So yeah. I mean, we're hoping to have double the people, double the vendors, double everything. So we can fit up to 300 people, or a little over 300 people in the...
and double the teachers.
Yeah, we'll see.
Plus, we got the jam room, official jam room that's going to be going on.
Right. I'll have with a bass player, Paul, and his buddy Randy come in out there to play. So there'll be a bass player there on hand to jam out with. If you, that's another thing too. Is we need to come up with a list of songs for people to. So I got a lot of work to do on that. So I've got my hands full of a lot of things right now. But we'll be working on the fest coming up soon. I'll have some updates for sure. I've got some new vendors already online that are going to be coming. So you guys are going to see some really nice guitars. That's for sure. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Danielle. Hey, Danielle. How's it going? Interesting tune. A lot of half-note descending runs on Midnight Sun.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, and then Gordon said they all sound great, but to be honest, I still like the first 175 best. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Maxerator says, requesting that you demo the Epiphone Zephyr Deluxe. Those are interesting guitars. Those are weird looking, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, they are weird.
Yeah. And then David Bronson says, yeah, and you can also go surfing in Goleta. Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Or even closer is Refugio, right? Or is Goleta closer?
Gaviota, that's the
it,
closest one, which is probably about 30, no, probably less than that, 20 minutes away, 25 minutes. Pretty close. And then it's really close to the Santa Barbara airport, too, so... If you fly into the airport's around Goleta, and then it's like 35-minute hop up the hill to our place. There's a shuttle service too that runs, so you don't even need to rent a car.
Last time I was at the Goleta airport, I ran into Peter Noon. Mrs. Brown, you've got a lovely, that was kind of neat. I was like awestruck. Hey, check this out, Wes. Let's play this song, "The Lonely Bull." It was we were on the L's, and I skipped over it, so I thought let's play it now.
Yeah, speaking of surfing at Goleta,
yes,
this is a perfect tune for surfing.
Yeah.
Who was the original?
Herb Albert. Come on, dang it.
But didn't a surf band make it more popular?
No, they covered it.
Right.
Like
the Ventures? Or
yeah, Noki.
Right.
Something happened here. Computers, man, they just don't cooperate all the time.
John said that the Charlie Christian is more powerful. I could see that. Definitely. It does maybe have a little more bite to it.
Here we go.
Yep.
Where's your applause, man?
You didn't do it. It's not working.
Oh, it's not?
No.
What do I got to press a button over here?
Yeah.
How about now?
Yeah, I might need to turn that up a little bit.
How's that? Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
T-Bone, sorry I missed your question. Thanks for asking me to get back to it, because yeah, sometimes I miss them, and that's great when you guys are like, hey, I had a question, answer it. Or T-Bone asked, sounds awesome as usual, Rich. Do you think the Ibanez Elite pickups on less expensive models make a big difference in the tone?
Yes. Yeah, I think, the pickups, they're just one of the many things, that make up the difference. Hey, Wes, see if you can pull this out without ripping off the thing. You see that?
Yeah.
You have to hold one end and then get the other one. It's in there, isn't it? You know that that stupid cord. This Planet Wave cord. Just,
I don't know. I don't feel like I'm gonna.
I know you feel like you're gonna rip the thing apart, huh? Well, I guess I'll play this till the end.
Yeah. Or if I did get it out, I would hit my hand on a camera and knock over a bunch of crap. So.
Yeah, some of these chords I've gotten, I get a Planet Wave, which is part of Diodario. Usually they're wonderful chords, but some of them, it's the shaft is too thick, or it's not long enough, just by millimeters, and it drives me nuts. And that's the case with this. It's like, I had to shove it in there really hard, and now I can't get it out.
There was just so many, that's what she said, opportunities.
Yes. We won't go there.
Yeah, so T-Bone, I think definitely your the Ibanez, that's why those guitars are cheaper, is because they probably use cheaper quality stuff, not just in the materials of the guitar itself, but in the pickups too. It's probably one of the reasons why they can sell an Artcore, Ibanez Artcore for $500.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure which Ibanez those pickups are in though. What models do those Elite pickups come in? I'm assuming it's the Artcore, right? And then DC asked, what was the name of the wax that you mentioned? Can you show that again? And I just remembered that DC is David Cannon.
Oh, David!
Yeah, I would just put two and two together. How are you doing, David? It's good to
I hope
see
you're
you.
doing well.
Yeah.
Jeez, Dave, you need to get going again.
Yeah, Dave.
Here it is. Yeah,
go
Dave.
to this one.
David was doing the accelerator. By the way, I don't know if you guys remember, but I did buy another 775, and I think we showed it on the live stream last time, and it sold right away.
Oh, nice! I didn't know you sold that. So it's Virtuoso, is in case you missed that. But yeah, Dave bought a 775 from you.
No, he didn't buy it from me.
Oh, that's right. He bought it. Yeah, that's right. He found it at a guitar store in New York, I think, something like that.
Yeah, he traded, did some trading and stuff. I'm going to plug this other guitar in, so I'm going to have to abandon this. Hold on.
Right. Here's a better look here, Dave. It's a Virtuoso premium cleaner and premium wax. Looks like you can get it for $27. So there you go.
It doesn't. I'd be careful. Use that cleaner sparingly.
Yeah.
Because it's strong stuff. It's wacky, crazy stuff. Somebody was commenting on this guitar, so I thought, let's play this again. Didn't somebody want to hear Just Friends again? Oh, jeez. This guitar, the strings are a little funky because they've been on and off and on and off and on and off, and every time you do that, they never come back the way they should. Which, a lot of people have been getting the strings from us. I think 6 sets went out yesterday to a guy in Australia, or overseas somewhere. It's crazy.
Nice. Yeah, those strings, people, I've never heard a bad thing about those strings. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are on guitarcollege.net /strings, and they're $22 a set, or 3 for $60. And they are a 13, 15, 20 wound, 28, 38, 48 Diodario Chrome Brights.
Plus you also get the 10 and 14 that came in the old set.
Right.
So we just take that old set and add. So you end up getting 8 strings.
I'll put the link in the chat here for the string. But yeah, check it out. Those, yeah, like I said, I've never had never heard a bad review on those strings. Eddie Davis said, signing off. Rich, Gale, and Wes, on my way to play with a combo in Fairfield. See you next week.
Oh, good for you, Eddie.
Awesome, Eddie. Have fun, buddy. We'll see you next time. Fairfield. That's a spot.
Oh, here's a John Smith. Have you played an ES5, and what do you think about them? Overkill? 3-pitch. I had a ES5 out of the custom shop. I loved that guitar, and I thought it sounded fantastic. And I just had to have an L5, and I ended up selling it. And I wish I hadn't. That was a sweet guitar, and it can do anything and do it well. So I like that guitar. Mine was like in the 90s, I think. All right, so here's Just Friends. This is a loud track. Ready, Wesler?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Just Friends. I kept thinking it's How High the Moon. I'm sorry. I'm like, Just Friends, and I'm thinking, How High the Moon? This isn't working.
Yeah, that didn't sound right.
It did not sound. But that's an interesting concept.
It's like that episode of Seinfeld where the saxophone players Yeah, well, forgot to turn the air conditioning on during that one. It's getting hot in here.
Well, it's about time to wrap it up, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, Don just popped in though. Don Spain. Don,
What's happening? Don
up, buddy?
Spain. Fun, crazy, wacky guy.
yeah, he's a fun dude for sure. Yeah, if you guys, Don was a guy at camp. Brought his wife too, and his wife had a great time. But if you guys haven't seen it yet,
Yeah, you got to check that video out.
yeah, you can check it out if you go to guitarcollege.com/Yosemite. You can see this video that I put together. It's like an hour long. Shows you exactly what to expect at the camp. It's super cool. I put a lot of work into it. But yeah, there's tons of interviews with guys, including Don. But yeah, it was just a cool thing to do. And if you ever thought about doing the camp, wondering what it's like, the website's just it's fully revamped. It talks about everything that you need, and then you can watch the video and really get like the full experience of what it's like. It's set up really cool. We've been doing it for 20 years. And so we kind of got it down, I think.
Kind of got it down.
Kind of got it down.
Finally, yeah.
So yeah, go to
no, check that video out.
Yeah,
Russ
go
did a
to
wonderful job.
go to guitarcollege.com/Yosemite. I'll put the link in there, and then if you want to go, there's also a video here of the venue. Just shows a little bit of venue. Did you see how I put all these testimonials on here? Look at that.
No, I didn't see that. Holy
Yeah.
cow.
Look at all these testimonials I put on
Holy
there.
cow.
16 testimonials from guys that love the camp.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, super great. Got some bass player testimonials because yeah, it is a guitar and bass.
Right.
Bass players are kind of on their own side with Todd Johnson.
But we all come together at night.
Yeah, and then it just goes through exactly how it works. There's like a sample schedule of what you can expect every day. Prerequisites, and yeah, if you want to do it, you can put down your deposit and get on the list for next year, because yeah, it's definitely going to sell out for sure. Last year, or this past one in June, was the biggest we've ever had, and we were pretty much at capacity. So if you've ever wanted to do this is coming up in June of next year. Get on there.
Get your deposit in.
Yeah, get your deposit in. $200. We'll lock in your spot, and then you don't have to worry.
Right on.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
anyway, here I'm gonna put the link to this in the chat so you guys can check it out for sure.
Yeah. Hey, Rich, hope you're doing well. Will, oh, that's Will. Will was at the camp.
Oh, yeah.
Will, still working on his speed. How do you develop yours? That Just Friends track felt pretty up. Yeah, it sure did. Yeah, you work on your speed. You want to play slow and exact, try to, and then just build it up. Well, you got to keep building it up. So use solos to, by the way, we were going to talk about the morning workout, but we're kind of running out of time here. But, you can play scales forever, which is good, but you might want to also take tunes and turn them into exercises. So that's a now check this out. That's Blues for Alice. You see we're going, and I'm skipping a string, and then so take that little exercise. Apply it to the key. So those kind of things are really good because that's something that is in a song, and it's a very interesting, really good. It's in other words, that little spot in the song, it could be a little tricky. So you take it and you work it out. You might take Donna Lee, take any tune. And then learn to play it in all the keys, at least up and down the neck, maybe in a few different keys. Learn to play it an octave lower. Play things slow because you learn them so at a bright tempo, and it's like you kind of really forget what the notes are.
All right.
You don't really know. You just kind of play it. So now you play it slow. It's like, how did that go? What were those notes? So
yeah.
So speed is up here and it's down here. So that coordination is very important. Removing old guitar polish. Ralph. Yeah, use this. This will take care of it. This premium cleaner. Yeah, amazing stuff. And when you play your guitar, and always up here, if you don't have a guitar sleeve on, your skin is always on there. It's sweating, and it ruins the finish of up here. So you want to make sure you get that junk off.
Yeah. And going back to Will's a good player, man.
Yeah, he is.
And then he's got a little spot in the video, but he bought. Check out his guitar that he's got here.
Oh yeah, there he is. Yeah.
He bought that not this past year at camp, but the year before, and
That's right.
that is a sweet Les Paul, and he makes it sound really good.
Wes
for sure.
Montgomery.
Yeah, that is.
Not a Les Paul.
Oh, sorry. What am I thinking? An L5 is what
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Les Paul. Come on, man. But anyway, yeah. So go check out this video, you guys. It's super cool. It'll definitely get you pumped up and wanting to learn for sure. So do that. And then got a few other comments in here. Don said it's the greatest. He will be there next year for sure.
Cool.
Which is awesome. And then Vincent Kowski says he talked to Gibson yesterday. They said they won't be making the ES-175 ever again.
Yeah, until they do.
1949 to 2017, RIP.
Right. So what is that? 50 years, something like that, or 60 years? How many years is that? 70 years.
Yeah, it's almost 70.
Yeah. Well, good for them.
And then John Hammond.
There certainly is enough around.
John Hammond just joined. Sounding real good over here. Just caught the Just Friends. Beautiful. John Hammond, the organ player.
Oh yeah, John, what's
Yeah.
happening? Oh, sweet, John. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, he friend requested me on Facebook the other day.
Oh,
and
nice.
I was chatting with him. He's got quite the has had quite the life there, playing around Paris and New York, and I
Yeah.
think he's still in New York, but he's played with some crazy guys.
I thought he moved to LA.
I think he's maybe back and forth between New York and LA. And then Jim asked, the name of the polish is Virtuoso Guitar Wax. There you go, Virtuoso Guitar Wax.
Get the cleaner though. You got to get the cleaner.
Looks like they come in a pair here for
Yeah.
$27 on their website.
Yeah.
But yeah, virtuosopolish.com. So yeah, good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. It cuts right through. It's going to take a.
Oh, hey, Don Boudreau's here. Hey,
Don, what's happening?
How's it going, buddy? Don's a busy guy. Man, that guy's gigging nonstop.
Yep.
He has the Virtuoso stuff, he said. It's great.
Oh, good. Oh, and Gerhard.
Yeah, hey, Gerhard, what's
All
going on, buddy?
Right. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Just
that's
in
right.
time for us to say goodbye.
Yeah, John's hoping we go to NAMM, is what he was saying, so he can say hi to us.
Oh, nice. Well, let's play together. Remember we played there once?
Yeah, you guys should, for sure.
Yeah.
I also want to go to NAMM, too, to meet Jens Larson, too. He's going to be there and wants to get coffee, so that'd be super fun, for sure.
Was he the one that was talking about coming over, but it's something to do with the pay?
Yeah.
I don't know. Best prices on Reverb for that stuff. By the way, if you're serious about any of these guitars, you email me. Man, my hands are sticky. Hey, we got to cut out, Wes.
It's hot in here.
I need to hydrate.
Yeah, for sure.
I need to decaffeinate and hydrate.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I hope we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Tell a friend.
Absolutely.
All right.
See you
Thank
guys.
you.